Alright, hello everybody and welcome to the video. We're finally doing this, Avik.
Yeah, finally.
Alright, so let's first introduce ourselves. I'm Erkin Kasimov, I'm a Band 9 holder and I got my Band 9 about a year ago. I got 9 in speaking twice and I got 8.5 a lot of times. And here is Avik. We work together with Avik, we teach together here at Orient Academy, and Oibek recently got his 8.5 with 8.5 in speaking, and according to your breakdown, Oibek, you got 9 for 3 sections, and you got 8 for what?
For my pronunciation.
Pronunciation,
Yeah.
just like we expected, right?
Yeah.
So yes, pronunciation wasn't his strong suit, so he's working on it, and hopefully in his next attempt he will end up with a 9. Alright, so let me guys give you an idea of what this video is going to be about. So we decided to record our answers to some of those part 1 questions from Speaking Assistant app so that people preparing for IELTS students can learn from our answers, and the answers that we're going to give now are mainly designed to help students learn. So let's start with the topic of teachers, Avik.
Okay, for sure.
Okay, let's do it this way. I'll read out the question and we'll both try answering those questions and see what you guys can learn from our answers. And if we use any useful chunks of language in our answers, we'll try to analyze and explain those chunks after we've answered the questions. So let's start. Would you like to be a teacher, Avik?
I would say yes, because I think it's quite a fulfilling job, because it gives you a chance to talk to people from different walks of life, and then also I'm quite sociable by nature, so I think it's like a dream job for me. So I would definitely choose teaching as a career.
All right.
Okay, now it's your turn. Would you like to be a teacher?
So let me try answering this question using yes first and then no. Let's see which one works out better. So let's start with the yes answer. Would you like to be a teacher? Well, in fact, I am already a teacher, and I've been teaching English for more than 10 years now, I guess. So I started my teaching career as a 14-year-old kid, and I know that sounds quite surprising because it's strange to see a 14-year-old kid teaching anything to people, right? So basically, I was young, and I thought about how I could help my parents in some way financially, So just because I knew English well, I went to parents in my neighborhood and I asked if I could teach English to their kids for some money, and they agreed, and this is how I started my teaching career.
Okay, that's great.
So let's see the no answer now. Would you like to be a teacher? No, I wouldn't. That's because I don't think I have what it takes to be a good teacher. As a teacher you have to be very sociable because you communicate with people a lot, right? And communication skills are not my strong suit. And the other thing why I wouldn't like to be a teacher is because here in my country teachers don't get a decent pay. I want a job that pays well, so I don't think teaching or becoming a teacher would be the ideal career choice for me. Alright, let's go to the next question now. Do you think you could be a teacher, Avik?
Okay, let me answer this question in 2 different ways, okay? So I think yes, because I'm quite good at communicating. I'm quite articulate. I think I can break down different concepts or difficult topics in a way that everyone can understand. And also, I have a good sense of humor. I can bring some laughter into class and draw students' attention. So I think I can be a good teacher.
All right, that answer was really cool.
Okay, now let me answer with no.
All right, so do you think you could be a teacher?
I think no. Teaching is not a walk in the park, so teaching requires a set of special skills like patience and communication skills, which I unfortunately lack. So probably I think teaching is not something I can make a career out of.
All right, the answer was fire.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Thank you. So the next question, did you have a favorite teacher?
Well, I did. It was, I think, my biology teacher. She was an old elderly lady. And what made her different from other teachers at school was her personality, I guess. When most teachers lost their temper, sometimes shouting at students because of their silly questions. She was different, you know. She always kept her cool and she tried to explain everything politely. And the other thing I liked about her was the way she explained things. So, although biology itself is generally a complex subject with a lot of technical terms, she always tried to explain things in a way that was very easy to understand to us. And I think so, for those reasons, she was a favorite teacher for many students like me.
I think the answer is, quite elaborate. I love it.
Don't you think this is a bit long for part one?
No, I think sometimes examiner, might let you speak and elaborate on your answer.
All right, good. So this was the topic of teachers, and I hope you guys learned some useful chunks of language from the video. And look forward to our next videos. We hope to release a lot of such videos for part one questions. So see you guys on our next videos.